Okay, people, we're just wrapping up here at Goodison Park after a disappointing draw. Yeah, I think we can call it that. Disappointing draw. Manchester United 1, Everton 1. Saeed, I'll start with you. David De Gea.
David De Gea. You know what? When you look at it in a balance of fair play and you look at it in terms of the whole game, I would have to give him a 6. And the reason I'm giving him a 6 is the first goal, absolutely calamity. But when I look at the save that he did for the Sigurdsson, I think it was, or whatnot, that for me just rounds it about. But if it wasn't for that save and a few stops and a few punches and their second half, yeah, for me 6. That error he did in the first half, I can never forgive that. But 6 for me.
You guys agree with that? A 6?
6.
Yeah.
Cost us, but kept us in it at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. And distribution. And distribution is something we keep saying with De Gea, isn't it? About distribution.
If he's not going to improve, just drop him for a few games. If that's what he needs, just drop him.
Okay. Right back, Wan-Bissaka.
Went around his business quietly. Didn't do anything wrong, but didn't do anything really right at you anyway. So probably a 6.
6. You guys agree with that? A 6 for Bissaka?
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. It's great in defence, but just didn't offer enough going forward. It's his usual performance in it, but he never lets us down, does he? Never lets us down defensively.
Okay, fair enough. And into the central defensive area now. But Lindelof got a bit of stick. I thought he had a few shaky moments, some good moments, but some other moments where kind of got at. But I don't want to make him a scapegoat. But what did you think of his performance?
I thought he was all right. To be honest, I thought he should have been playing today. I really do. I thought the competitiveness in this game, the sort of combativeness of Everton, how they play Calvert-Lewin. We knew it was just going to go long. Calvert-Lewin stay on Lindelof, try and beat him in the air, feed Richarlison. Game plan was set. I know he left someone, Richarlison, early on. He nailed him a few times, didn't he? And then there was that long ball over the top in the second half. My heart was in my mouth. And he just turned away from Calvert-Lewin. I thought, you know what, he'd done well there. Pressure was on him today. He did try and hit through everything through him. And, I'd give him a 6, steady 6 as well. If Bissaka gets a 6, I'm giving Lindelof a 6. I think he didn't do too much wrong. He just looked shaky at certain moments. I think Maguire being so good made him look like a 6, to be honest.
You agree with that, Aaron?
I agree with that totally. Yeah.
Solid. Why would you go 5?
I thought second half he got absolutely exposed, mate. Every time the ball over the top, but Wan-Bissaka was going forward. Every time Calvert-Lewin was seizing on the opportunity. I thought he looked shaky today. I don't know. I looked at it, for me, he made the whole defence look shaky, and that's what you don't want. You don't want a player who makes everyone else look bad. For me, 5, man. I didn't see anything good.
And you're saying a 4, you said?
His passes put people in France. His passes put Luke Shaw in trouble quite a few times. And Maguire looks twice the centre half he does again with Bailly next to him.
Okay.
Lindelof does just nothing.
Let us know what you guys think. There's 2 6s over here, both in agreement. Everything play sailing, and these guys come in and smash that out the ballpark. They're like, no, a 5 and a 4. Okay, fair play. Maguire
was one of our better players today.
He's our best player.
Actually, yeah, he was. Yeah, I'll give him.
No. Don't put it. No. Don't just say it because he's saying it. Do you think he was the best player?
He was the best player today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't try and bully people.
I won't.
But I am gonna give him. Oh, it's hard, man. Do you know what? I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7 today because there were a lot of crosses that were coming in from both sides. The corners that they had, the free kicks that they had. He was always one of the first, if not, he was the second one to just clear it. And I think that was very important because we know how dangerous they can be on set pieces. So 7.
So calming performance. Do you agree with that?
No. No,
what would you do?
No, I'm in the centre half club. I used to play. I know what that's like. That second half was just bombardment. He gets full marks for me. He was a leader. He gets a 10 for me. You can say I'm being a little bit biased, being a defender, but you tell me what he did wrong today. Give me a moment.
You give him 10.
I'm giving him a 10. He was our best player.
A 10.
What did he do wrong?
He gave Maguire a 10.
What did Matic do wrong?
What did he do wrong?
A 10?
Yes. Okay. He got a 10.
So is Matic going to get a 10 then?
No, Matic weren't as good as Maguire. He was nowhere near as good as Maguire. Okay. No, I'm telling you now.
10.
Someone tell me on it. Tell me in the comments if you want as well. But what did he do?
I'll tell you
wrong?
Done one thing. I'll tell you what. He miskicked it. He went to kick it in the first half.
It was a dummy.
And he fumbled.
It was a dummy. He played a dummy.
The agenda's real, you know.
Calvert-Lewin
10
was left. 10 out of 10. Honestly, he was absolutely.
Even if you would have went, because Aaron said a 7, so I'm thinking, all right, cool, you know. Who was it?
Ancelotti.
Oh, okay. Even if you would have said like an 8 or something, a 10.
You've got to look at the second half in perspective. You look at what was happening there. How many times he bailed us out? Everything.
So you are being serious?
Maguire. I'm being serious, mate.
Okay.
Moments like that stand out for me. It's just my opinion. I know people will disagree, but what I seen there today was an absolute bombardment in the second half from Everton, and he stood up strong.
I don't disagree with you that he was there and
captain material. I can't see anything that he did wrong, so that's why he gets the mark for me.
Do you agree with 10?
8. 10. 10's a bit.
A little bit too high.
A little bit too high, but he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything wrong.
No, I don't
disagree with any of the points, but
Yeah.
10's just for how shaky we did look. He didn't contribute to it, but he's part of that defence. So you
For
have
a
to,
10, Harry Maguire would have to have scored a goal from a header,
No.
had a goal line clearance. We would have to get a man sent off for a red card, then he had to go in goal and save the penalty.
Look at what happened in that. Look at what
That's a
happened
10.
in that second
That's a
half.
10.
I know what he had to do and deal with in that second half, and how he had to
No, I
carry
know,
that
I hear
defence.
you, I hear you.
That is just how I see it. And moments like that, you know what? That's our captain, and he's had stick this season because he hasn't been playing well. And he was.
I don't
absolutely
disagree with the
immense.
points. I was just surprised you went with a 10. Do you agree with a 10?
I go for an 8.
Okay.
My man,
all
I
right,
think
cool. Let's keep it moving.
Colossus.
Let's keep it moving. We can all agree Harry Maguire had a good game. Would you guys go as high as a 10, or would you be a bit more reserved with a 7 or an 8? Saeed,
What's
back to
coming to me?
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw, I would give him a 6. For me, going defensively, okay. Attackingly, shocking, mate. You know what I mean? Not to resign, mate. I don't know what he does, what he offers going forward. But again, there's one Saka off for forward, so I got to give judgment for both sides. So for me, 6. For average going forward, steady going back. You know what I mean? He kept walk out of the game. For me, I didn't expect that.
Do you guys all agree with 6? 5?
his positioning was terrible. But every time that Bernard got the ball, when he came on, his positioning was off. Every time Bernard switched to the other side, it was the same thing. But Luke Shaw, the ball was going over his head. He wasn't trying to adjust to anything. He was just watching the ball. He was ball watching all half.
Okay.
5.
I thought Luke Shaw was alright. I would have gone with a 6, but okay. I thought it was alright.
I thought 6. I thought he had an alright game.
Yeah.
He's better in a 5.
Yeah.
He's so much better in the 5. He really is.
You agree with the 6?
I agree with all. Yeah, I agree with the 6 as well. Yeah.
Into midfield, Matic, Aaron.
One of our best players as well. Yeah, I'll give him
Played at the base of the diamond.
7. Give him a 7 as well. Everything he had to do was spot on today. He kept it simple, broke up a lot of Everton's play through the midfield, and I don't think he put a foot wrong today. I would have given him the goal as well. You know, I would have been happy if he scored that. Unlucky, you know, he hit the crossbar, but he was really good today.
He had another shot that Pickford had to save as well, I think. Yeah, so... And that, you know, it's kind of... You can look at it two ways, but you don't really want Matic on the end of that. He's playing at the base of the diamond, but he's like he was there. It's good that he's there, but I'm saying, like, you know, it's weird that Matic is, you know, and not maybe Fernandes getting on the end of that or whatever. But fair, Matic, I thought was superb. He was my man of the match. So you went 7, 8?
8 for me.
Yeah.
I thought he was
8 over
excellent.
here. What are you going? 8?
7. I'll go 7.
Okay, 2 7s and an 8. I'll shade with an 8 because he was my man of the match. So yeah, let us know. Well, clearly not as good as Maguire. Let's go with Fred.
The first half was probably in our top 3 best players. Second half just passed him by. I thought he was too passive in his passing. He was not aggressive enough. I'm not going to get onto his back too much because he's been our best player since October now. But just be a bit more aggressive in your tackles and be a bit more aware of what's going on around you. Don't run into dark alleys. Just don't do it. And
What do you give him?
on the first half alone, a 6.
Yeah.
The second half, he just disappeared. I can't excuse disappearing.
So overall 6 there. 6.
Yeah, 6. I thought first half is brilliant. I thought one of our better players. Like I say, second half, Everton did a job on him. They knew he was a threat, and they did the job. Tom Davies.
Agree with that, everyone?
Boys said it all, yeah.
All right, cool. McTominay.
McTominay, quite a game today, you know.
Quite
a game.
I thought he was good.
First half, it was really good, yeah. But then I don't know if it was an injury or he was just tired.
Coming back from a long time.
Yeah. So I'll give him a 6, a steady 6. Good performance, and I think now, with everyone coming back into the team, we can afford, you know, to take him off and bring him on to kind of give him a rest as well because he has been playing a lot of games. Let's not forget that. So yeah, steady performance, 6.
Everyone agree with 6 there?
6.
Yeah.
It's fair enough,
Cool.
yeah.
Fair play. Bruno Fernandes side.
For me, 7, mate. For me, one of the better players on that side in terms of creativity, mate. I don't know what people are saying. He didn't have a bad game. He didn't release the ball quick enough. For me, that shimmy for Greenwood, mate. Greenwood should be crawling across there and burying that. And you wouldn't think, oh, what a performance from Bruno. Every time the United fans, they were singing Bruno, because they knew this guy is the only person that can do something out of nothing. And when you have a player that can do that, you're a special player. For me, I thought he tried, he hustled. He looks more tired now, which is the worrying side for me. We're using him more. You know what I mean? We needed to be, go for the rest of the season. But for me, 7, man.
Agree with that?
Yeah, I think the goal, he hit it with frustration. I don't think he trusts, and even when he doesn't pass the ball, I think he doesn't trust the players around him enough. I think he looks to his left, looks to his right and thinks, there's a young lad on the left-hand side of me, on the right-hand side, I've got no one because Wan-Bissaka doesn't push up. I think he just wants to go take the glory for himself because he doesn't trust anyone. Because they don't have the same consistency as he has. Like, most of his shots will go on target. He's not going to balloon them like Lingard does, or he normally does find the right pass, but it's probably a 6 today.
Okay, that's it. You keep
because the second half wasn't great, but the first half was unbelievable. But he didn't do much in the second half.
okay. A 6 and a 8. Oh, sorry, 6 and an 8. So 6 and a 7. Sorry.
8 for me. I just see what the guy does off the ball as well. I got to give him credit for off the ball, what he does and how he makes other players step up their game. I keep saying this every fan cam. I know it sounds like a broken record, but you've got to see this guy in the flesh and see what he does. He is on a different level. He is tiring. Saeed's dead right. 2 games in a week. It's like we're solely reliant on him. It's embarrassing that we are. I said it. I tweeted it the other week when he came on against Bruges in the second half in the first leg. He embarrassed our whole midfield in 10 minutes. Mate, it went crazy. Everyone was replying to it. It's true. It's facts. So that's what it is. And now it looks like he's burning out already because he is trying to take, like your lad said, he's trying to do everything. He's not trusting who's around him. That's dead right. Because you could see moments in there where he had so many shots and there were balls, weren't there? If that's the case now, is there a case for Pogba coming back into this team and adding some more quality to that midfield with him? See what he plays like with another player who's on that level. Because Pogba is on his day.
Absolutely, Pogba was doing that, putting up these numbers.
This is one good thing. It's not all doom and gloom. We have got players to come. I still think Pogba's going to go in the summer, but let's utilise what we've got now. Let's play all our cards and play our best players because Bruno's made certain players look better already. We've seen what he's done. He's changed everything. You've got to see what he does in the flesh off the ball as well because he's immense. He's a dictator.
So you gave him a 7?
8.
Oh, 8.
Him an
So
8,
8, 7, 6.
7 as well.
7. Okay, fair play.
A bit harsh, but
No,
we'll go 7. We'll go 7.
Yeah, you brought him back around there. He felt it. He was like, actually.
That little speech was good.
Adam for Prime Minister. Aaron, Mason Greenwood.
Quiet game today, man, surprisingly. I'll give him a 5. Obviously, the touch is there, the intelligence is there, but maybe some of the decision-making today wasn't the best. Couldn't get a lot of shots on target either, even shots in general. It was a hard game for him, man. It was hard, but I'm not going to blame him. He's still young and he can develop. Like, the ceiling's so high. 5.
You lot agree with 5?
5.
Yeah, too reliant on me.
Too reliant on me, you know what I mean? We're looking at for Mason Greenwood to do brilliance on a football pitch against Everton away. For me, I thought the first half was all right. You know what I mean? Disciplined, like Nora said. But for me, overall, a 5 is about right.
Because he scored the goal at Old Trafford when he cut in on the right-hand side and they wanted him to do it again. He was just getting swamped by, who was the left-back? Who was the left-back today? Baines today. And they were back on the left-hand side. They just dealt with him. And it was tough for him, but he never sulked. He kept on running. And
I thought he looked after. What I did like about Greenwood in the first half, he looked after the ball well. So what happens is when you feed it into him and he's got a man up his arse or a man on his way, he can shift his feet, sort his feet out, pop it off, keep moving, pop it off, keep moving. So that's fine. But I think you guys are right in terms of.
Scored with the header as well.
Maybe got it on target, but other than that, he just couldn't really get into those gilt-edged positions. Yeah. Fair enough. Martial.
That was fair. It's one of them. Nora didn't pick up on. He may have got a knock early doors. The usual Martial on his back. Martial fans in the crowd again today. Didn't look like he was. Didn't look like he was doing much. But to be honest, I didn't know where he was playing. He kept drifting out.
It's between both, isn't it?
Trying to pick the ball up, and between him and Bruno, I just don't think the connection wasn't there today. I can't remember. Did he have a shot? He didn't really. We couldn't get the ball to him today. In the first half, there were some lovely moments. Don't get me wrong. Down the left-hand side, his touch and some of the interchange with Luke Shaw down the left was really, really good. I think I'm bordering on 5 and 6 with him because.
No, you got to be honest. Was he part of a lot? No, he held up the ball a couple of times.
But he
I don't think he done much more than Greenwood.
This is.
If you're being honest, did he do much more than Greenwood? He didn't.
This is the Fred and Greenwood debate again, isn't it? All right in the first half, but disappeared in the second.
Yeah.
So for half a game, you get a 5, don't you?
Yeah, 5 for Martial. I think just to finish off on those players, I just think with the two up front, with the Bruno in behind, what's happening is I don't think they're playing close enough together as a pair. So what we're actually seeing is they're both splitting to give width. And then Bruno kind of has more space in the middle, but they're not. The two strikers aren't able to play together and actually. So we're not seeing one spinning behind and one come short, or we're seeing both strikers go wide. Do you know what I mean? But I just don't see a relationship. I feel like when we
on the coaching, then
you'd have to look at that, because when you're changing the system, that's fine. But if for me, if you're gonna play the diamond, I want my strikers to link. Then, do you know what I mean? I want to bounce off triangles with maybe with Bruno, and then one comes short, and then one spin, and then there's another running behind. Like what I'm seeing is Martial, like you're saying, playing left wing and then left forward, and then Greenwood's playing right wing and right forward. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you've got the diamond. No, but it's true. Because then what you've got their fullbacks that are bombing on, or sorry, the wingers. Then our left and right of the diamond have to actually be wingers and come out of the centre of the diamond, go out to close down. So hey, listen, that's what I'm saying.
I'll take you as manager.
It's like you said though, innit? We don't usually play a diamond, do it? It's
No.
not our bag.
And if you are going to play a diamond, you need two. I think you need two strikers.
Was it a game to play it today? Really, this wasn't a game to really test that sort of.
Well, it was
formation.
almost like we've got our good players back and just play them all. Because it's like, Matic, we need to find a place for Scott because he's playing well. Matic has been playing well. Bruno's been playing well. Fred's been playing well. Play him. It kind of felt like that. But
they'll play him CDM again. When Pablo comes back, I feel like they'll play him CDM again.
Okay. Hopefully not. Okay, and to finish off the substitution, so Matic came on. Had some good moments. I thought he had some good moments. And then after that, it kind of just fizzled out. I don't think
a couple of touches ain't going to get you a score, is it? I mean, it was too much for him. He couldn't get up with the pace of the game because it was back to the wall at that stage.
Saying that, if you're gonna bring him on in the middle. Don't bring him on because he was on the right again, wasn't he? Yeah. Bring him on in the middle, and you can see that connection with Bruno is there. And
Igalo could have won us the game. But before that, he couldn't have a touch. He couldn't get a kick.
What a centre forward can do though. That one chance comes in, you put it in the net. It don't matter about anything else. This is why I've loved Martial recently, because he's been crap in the game, but he's done a centre forward's job. That's what I want him to do. I don't need the fancy interchair. I need you in that 6-yard box, burying that one chance that we had in the second half, and Pickford pulled the worldie out, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. So 5s for them. 5. Okay, I'll go around each individual quickly. Brandon Williams, 5 as well. Yeah.
I didn't understand the substitution.
Yeah, that was weird. Well, we're going to get to that. It was weird. Solskjaer rating.
For me, I think he gets a 4, mate. I think we bottled it today.
We lost.
Yeah, because you know why? He had an opportunity to win the game today. An opportunity to get top 4. An opportunity to go out there, prove a point today. He messed around with formation. Are you telling me from Thursday night to Sunday night you can work on a formation on a diamond? No. I don't know about that, me.
If we come in and got the win with that diamond, it would be a tactical masterclass.
That's football, mate. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
You put that on, I say something else, you know what I mean? Football works like that. But for me, I don't know, man. It looked like a freestyle performance today. Bruno Fernandes, what was Martial doing? What was Mason Greenwood doing? Were they ineffective? What was the second half style like? What did we do? He didn't change it at one point, did he change it? Looked like, I've never seen Oliver Solskjaer call a picture goal. You know, that kind of, you don't see none of that, man. I want to see him do that.
Saturday night, innit?
I want to see him do that. You go there, you know what I'm saying?
All right, okay.
He just feels that like a traffic marshal, man. Listen, man, get this guy.
All right, so a 4. What are you going with?
He was like the players. Good in the first half, disappeared in the second half. There was no there was no tactical nous in the second half whatsoever. You'd have to get a 5.
5.
Yeah, 5, because first half we were great. Well, you look at it this way, the game plan went out the window because De Gea did what he did. So then it's all on the players then. Ollie's not going to do anything there. That was all on the players. They took it upon themselves, they stood up and counted. Half time comes in, you're thinking, right, that's when the manager does his work, and we went worse. So he gets a 5, doesn't he? That was his input.
He gets a 5 from me as well. I mean, it's been 8 games now. we haven't managed to get close to top 4 when Chelsea lost. 8 games. So, come on, man. Even if you're the shittiest manager in the world, at some point you've got to take the opportunity and go for it and get the third win.
Okay.
Exactly. We still haven't won 3 games in a row.
Okay. Unanimous 5s. I think a 5's a fair result for Ollie. At the end of the day, we haven't won, but we haven't lost. And we were good in the first half and not good in the second. Half is 50-50, isn't it? So 5, yeah. I agree with that. Drop your views in the comments in the boxes as usual. A lot to agree and disagree with as usual. Some really different opinions today. Smash a like on the video as per usual, and we'll see you guys at Derby, hopefully getting through to the next round of the FA Cup. No Wayne Rooney masterclass, you know what I mean? The only thing Wayne Rooney's doing is from a set piece or something. I'm telling you, I've been watching Rooney, man. I've seen man just running past him and that. He's struggling. But on the ball, if you give him space, obviously he's Rooney in it. But yeah, have a day off, Wes. Peace. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.